Thanks for tuning in. Um, I just want to talk about how we feel like we just don't fit in anymore. We don't fit into the spaces and the titles and the personas that they've instilled in us from such a young age, because society right now is going through a shift. Humanity is going through a shift of self-worth and esteem. And as you get older, you kind of feel like you just don't fit in anymore. Not that if you're young, you don't feel it, because you most definitely do. Just as you get older, you kind of reassess, reevaluate your life and everything in it. What does it mean? What do you mean? What did you bring to society? What did you bring to the people that surround you or are intertwined in your world? Did you bring a sense of personal wellness or personal goodness, or a sense of strife, walking on eggshells, feeling like you're just going through the motions? They're really not fulfilling you. That's, I think, where I spend the most of my time, is in trying to understand where I fit in. Instability is critical to the process. When you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. And this brings on a mental issue of belonging or being part of. So my message is really going to be simple today. Remember that no matter who you are or where you came from or what life has given you, you belong. You have a journey to fulfill. It's not the end of the line. It's the journey that really matters. The people you intertwine with, the connections that you make. And in all of that, I guarantee you, there is love to be found in all of it. And I don't mean necessarily relationship love, even though that is critically important. I think it's more about self-love. And that self-love is a difficult road when you've been just going through the motions, right? You're going through the steps every day. You're doing the things you're supposed to do every day. Yet you're not feeling it. You're not sensing it. You're not feeling that self-esteem and self-worth. And why? Because you were never taught how. You were always taught to just do what you're told to do, rather than what you really feel like you should be doing. And that comes from a very young aspect. It comes from our primary environment. It comes from what we were taught. If you were taught self-worth and self-respect, kudos to you. You're a few steps ahead of a lot of us that are still struggling with understanding our purpose and our reason. You are worthy. You're here for a reason. Find your purpose and do what you're passionate about. Do the things that bring you joy. Do the things that make you smile. Be around the people that bring you a sense of worth. But also in all of that, understand that your presence is also important to others. So make sure that the respect that you're hoping to get is the respect that you give. That's critically important because your worth comes from your presence. Your presence is defined by your primary environment, how you were treated in your primary environment, what you were taught to believe in, what you were taught to be. And what we need to do with that is differentiate from the persona that we were taught to engage in, as opposed to the real you. When you're older, it takes more time to develop because you've been programmed so well into being possibly something that you're not. Now, here's the thing as well. Just because one thing brought you joy at one point in your life doesn't necessarily mean it's going to bring you joy at another stage. So be present in your everyday, be present in the moment, be present in the now. Sit back, breathe, understand that your worth is so much greater than you give it. Pain was caused to you. You've caused pain. We all have. With our words, with our actions, with our reactions. So at the end of the day, it comes down to you. When you find what brings you joy, what brings you a sense of passion and worth, stick to that for however long it lasts. And when you are no longer passionate about it, it's okay. It's okay to let go and move on to something else that you're passionate about. Because humanity more or less has been taught to be stagnant. Our primary environment has taught us, if you go down that road, that's the road you should be on. But yeah, you could be on that road for 5, 10, 15 years, and then decide that that's not the road you want to be on anymore. Don't let your environment direct your personal passion, your personal joy. Don't let others guide you unless the guidance is that of what you wish to accomplish. Don't let the guidance redirect you where you're not to be. It is such a personal struggle for each and every one of us to continuously follow a direction for survival. When you're surviving, you're not living. Trust me. When you're surviving, you're not living. Because that survival will eventually pin you down in lack of. And the lack of derives from your primary environment. Not because that was their intent or that was their goal. The primary environment gave you what that primary environment understood to give you at the time. So when you observe that without absorbing it, It brings you a sense of understanding of those people in your primary environment. Okay? So I encourage you to step back, look at you, look at where you're at in your world right now, and find solace and personal wellness. It's critical to the continuation of your journey. Survival mode is a difficult mode to be sitting in, one that is necessary for you to understand the whole picture. I'm speaking to myself as much as I'm speaking to all of you, because I am on my own journey. As you've seen throughout my other videos, I'm going through a lot on a personal level here. And I'm hoping that my words can bring a sense of solace to any one of you that need it. You are worthy. You are valuable. You do bring meaning to your life and to the people in it. Most importantly, through all of that, we have to be kind to ourselves first and foremost. And that kindness will generate to others. If you are amongst people that don't have that sense of kindness, find the ones that will. Until next time, vibrating minds, this is clearly stated. Take care.